Hello all. In this video we are going to discuss about the difference between the flip-flop and the latch. Both flip-flop and latch are used to store the information. The information stored in the latch and flip-flop are a 1-bit information that can be either 0 or 1. Flip-flops. Flip-flops are a sequential circuits that changes its output based on the present input and the clock signal. The example for the flip-flops are JK, SR, D and T flip-flop. Latch. Latch is also a sequential circuit and it changes its output based on the what is the present input and what is the status of the enable pin. It doesn't depend on the clock. Hence latch we also can call it as a non-clocked flip-flop. The example for the latches are SR, JK, D and T latches. Here we can see one example of how exactly it will depend on the clock and the enable pin. So here we can see in this example we have considered D flip-flop. In this D flip-flop the output is same as the input. It doesn't depend on the previous state. But whereas if you consider any JK or SR flip-flop, the present output depends on the present input, clock as well as what is the present state. So to take out all those ambiguities, just we have taken this D flip-flop. Here you can see that output just depends upon the present input and the clock signal. Here you can observe that whenever there is a clock is high, you can see that output is just following the input. And once that clock is going to the low, irrespective of the whatever the input, the output is just following the previous output. So you can observe the same behavior in the next clock pulse also. And you can see here and here. See here your input signal is changing so many times within a clock pulse, but here the clock pulse is 0 since that the output is not affected anymore. So this is a basic difference how flip-flop is working. When we come to the latch, as I told, latch will be having the input as well as the enable pin. Whenever that enable pin is high, then only the latch will be enabled. So here you can see as long as the enable pin is low, the output is doesn't depending on the input. Whatever is the input, the output we are getting is 0. So here you can see when that enable pin goes high, the just output is follows just input. So once that enable pin goes low, it just continues the previous output. Whatever was there in the previous, that only it is considering irrespective of the what is the input. So you can observe the same behavior as you go along. So this is the basic difference between the latch and flip-flop. Thank you for watching.